Children, Sai Ram. Welcome to online computer class. Children, today we are going to start our revision of semester 2 exam. Okay? Children, in this class, today we are going to understand paper pattern, then portion for essay 2 exam and chapter revision. Okay? Okay. First one is paper pattern. Children, your paper is total marks is 25 marks. The total marks of your paper is 25 marks and each question carry 5 marks. And question is like this. Fill in the blanks 5 marks. Then say true or false 5 marks. After that multiple choice question 5 marks. Answer in one word 5 marks. And give the shortcut keys 5 marks. This is your paper pattern. Okay? Understand? Okay, now portion for essay 2 exam is lesson number 5, more on MS Word 2007, right? Then lesson number 6, applying styles and effects. Then lesson number 7, working with tables. Lesson number 8, algorithm and flowcharts. And lesson number 9, charts in MS Word. This is your essay 2 portion. Okay? Understand, children? Okay, children. Now let's start with chapter revision. Chapter number 5, more on MS Word. Children, MS Word is a popular word processing program of the MS Office application, right? Application software package. It has number of useful features that allows you to work with text, create impressive documents and reports, right? Let us recall the various features of the MS Word that make it most popular, powerful and versatile word processor. Okay, so here the first one is our format painter. Now what is format painter? Children, format painter tool is used to copy the formatting effect of a piece of text to another selection. Right? Means you can use the same effect to another text. Right? This is called format painter. Then applying subscript and superscript effect. What is subscript and superscript, children? Subscript option places the selected text slightly below the line of normal printed, right? And and superscript option places the selected text slightly above the line of normal printed text. You can see the example here, right? See, and the subscript and superscript option is available in home tab. Okay. Next is finding the text. Find and take text means to find any word in the current document. You can find any word in the current documents. If you want to find like if that word if you want to change, first you have to, you don't want to you don't want to write again, you can find and change that word also. For that, you have to click on Find button in the editor group on the Home tab. Then next is replacing the text. Now, what is replacing the text? See, once you have found your target text, right? You have the option of replacing it with something. This is the find and replace function in Word. Understand? Then creating header and footer. Header and footer is used to place the important information on top and the bottom of every page respectively. You can include the title, chapter heading, chapters heading, or date, page number, author name, etc. in this section. Means header and footer, why we use? In header we are going to use as a title of the chapter or any heading of that topic. And why we use the footer? If you want to give the date or a number of that page. This is called header and footer. Okay. Then changing line spacing. Here you can line spacing is a vertical distance between continuous lines of the text in a document. You can change the line spacing, right? This option is available in line spacing button in the paragraph group on the Home tab. Okay. Then setting margin. What is setting margin? The distance between written text and the edge of the paper is called margin. Okay. MS Word allow you to set the margin on all four sides of the document, that is top, bottom, left and right. Means you can give the margin of your paper, right? And this margin option is available in you have to click on print layout button in the document views group on the view tab. Okay. Then next is a setting paper orientation. Okay. So children, paper page orientation is a direction in which document is displayed or printed. Means page orientation means it shows the direction of the document. Means how it get displayed, how it's printed. The two basic types of page orientation are portrait means vertical and landscape means horizontal. These are the two direction of the page orientation. Okay, portrait and vertical. Understand? Okay, then here printing a document. See, everything will be done. Your page is ready now. Now we want to print. Before you print, you can preview your document and specify the pages you want to print. Okay. Printing means you take the hard copy of that page. This is called printing a document. Okay children. Here your chapter number 5, more on MS Word revision is over. Okay. Okay children, our next chapter is chapter number 6, applying styles and effect. Children, styles is a set of predefined formatting features that you can apply to the selected text. Means formatting means to organize the text or a data in a such a way that is become more attractive, presentable and easy to read. Right? Formatting of the text consists of text appearance, changing the alignment, style, font and font color. So let's start with applying built-in style. What is applying built-in style? To change the style of the text, you can apply an existing style known as built-in style. Okay. This option is available in, first we have to select this click on style dialog box launcher button in the style group on the home tab. Right? It displays the list of built-in style. Choose the style heading 1. Observe the change in appearance of the text. Understand? Okay. Now, here next is insert word art. It gives a unique look to the text. What is word art? The word art features allow you to create a special text effect. It gives a unique look to the text, right? Using word art, you can make the text curve, wavy, shadow, 3-dimension, etc. With this word art, you give this feature is create a special effect for your document, right? Then creating a text box. Now what is a text box? You can use text box to manipulate the text and give new graphical effect. Means a text box is a placeholder when you can enter text. You can use text box to manipulate the text and give new graphical effect. You can move the text box along with the content anywhere in the document. This option is available in insert tab. Which tab? Insert tab. For that you have to click on text box button in the text group and select the draw text box located at the bottom of the built-in drop down menu. Okay, this is the text box. Okay, now working with shapes. All the drawing features that enables you to draw shapes like star, then banners, call out, etc. are present in a shape groups. Why we use shapes? Shapes helps to draw attention and provide impact to your message. Means it is added impact to your particular topic. Like you can use star, or you can use banners, or you can use smiley face, like this. There are just so many different shapes in the even in your Word document. Okay. Now insert clip art. What is clip art, children? Clip art art galleries preside picture that you can directly insert in on a document. Okay. Now children, MS Word provides the facility to insert different objects in the form of picture. Clip art. This option, this object, once add can be resize, copy, move or crop easily. It's some unique feature again. Means you can use in this with this feature you can use different kinds of images. Okay, this object can be changed anytime by using suitable tools present on the drawing toolbar. Okay, and this option is available in insert tab. Insert tab in illustration group. Okay, children. Now applying shadow effect. What is shadow effect, children? Adding shadow to the object you insert into your Word document can give those object a 3D look. Means it give your object as a 3D look. You can add shadow to virtually any object. You can insert picture, clip art, shape, smart art and charts. You can use shadow effect in any object. Means it even you can use text also. Use shadow effect for text also, clip art, shapes, any. So children, this is our chapter number 6. Applying style and effect is here. The revision part is over here. Okay. Okay children, now next chapter is chapter number 7, working with tables. Children, MS Word offer a flexible feature of presenting information in a tabular form so that we can organize the data efficiently, right? A table consists of number of rows and number of columns and rows. So let's start with creating a table and entering data. How to create a table now? A table is an organized arrangement of the text in the form of row and column. You can see in the image in the right side. The table button is present in a table group on the insert tab. There is a two method for creating a table. First is using a table button or using insert table option. With these two method you can create a table and insert the data in that table. Okay. Then after entering the data in a table, you can make changes in that as needed. Means you can insert the rows, columns or a cell in a table to accommodate new text or a graphics. Means you can edit the table. Okay. Now inserting column and rows in a table. Children, MS Word provides the facility to add a new columns to the right or left of any existing columns and insert a row above or below the existing rows. Means while creating and entering table, you might be need to add column and row in between. If you want to add column and row in between, you can do that with the help of this insert. The insert option is available in this layout tab in a table tools. For that you have to click insert left or right and in the row or column group. Similarly, click on insert above or insert below button for row and column group in a layout tab to insert a row Like this you can insert column or a row in your table. Okay. Now next is our formatting an entire table. Now children, there are many formatting attributes you can apply to table in Word to make your table appear just right. These things like alignment, spacing, border, shading are simple modification you can make to format your table. Means this is the basically designs of table or different table style. Means when you create a simple table, in that table you can convert it in a this different table style design. Okay, so this is called a formatting an entire table. Now next thing, merging the cells. Children, what is merging the cells? Microsoft Words allow to merging of a two or more cell to create a one large cell. You can see in the image. You will frequently need to merge column of the top row to create the title of the table. Means if you give the name of the title, means this is for exam report, that you want in that a whole word in a whole cell in a one cell. In that time you can use merge cell option. You can merge the cell either row wise or a column wise. Rather you cannot merge cell diagonally. Okay, so this is called a merging a cell. After this, aligning the text. Aligning the text means alignment reference to the position of the positioning of the text in a table cell. Means it shows the position of the text. By default, the text is aligned to the top of a cell. Means you can give the position like right, left, top, bottom, like this. In alignment section, you will find 9 alignment buttons in alignment group on the layout tab. Here is a 9 alignment group. Means I told na, left, bottom, then right, top, like this. Okay, so this is called your alignment. Alignment the text. Now last one is calculation in tables. You can perform calculation on the numeric data entered in the table. Means you can calculate in the Word. You can calculation do the different kinds of calculation in this table also. For that, click in the cell where the result is to be displayed. For that you have to select that particular cell. Click on that cell. Click then. How do this calculation? With the help of formula. So where is that formula? Click on the formula button in the data group. It is present in a data group on the layout tab. Okay, the formula is dialog display, and with this formula box you can calculate the you can take the total or calculate that sums. So here our chapter number 7, working with table, is over. Revision of the chapter 7 is working with table is over now. Okay. Okay, next chapter is our chapter number 8, algorithm and flowchart. Here revise the algorithm. What is algorithm? Algorithm is a step of sequential steps, means step by step procedure to solve any logical and mathematical problem, right? Algorithms are always written in a simple language and precise manner so that everyone can understand the steps, right? For example, if you want to set a school bag. For this, what is the algorithm? See, first open the bag, step number 1. Then step number 2, take out your school diary. Then step number 3, see the timetable, right? Then step number 4, go to your bookshelf. Then step number 5, take out the books and notebooks according to your timetable. Then step number 6, keep them in a bag. Keep them in a bag, right? And close the bag. This is called the set a school bag with the step-by-step procedure. So this procedure we call algorithm. Okay. Now, what is a flowchart? Flowchart is a pictorial representation of steps. Means whatever you write in an algorithm, that is a procedure. In that procedure, we can show in a pictorial way. For pictorial way, this pictorial way is called a flowchart. Algorithm used for solving a particular problem, right? So to create a flowchart, you have to use different boxes are used which are connected to the each other. So what is that box's name? So first is a start a stop box. It's an oval shape. Then after that is input and output box, we call parallelogram. Then there is a rectangular box. That box we call processing box. And there is a diamond shaped box. That box we call decision or a condition box, right? And there are the arrow lines. That line we called flow lines, right? And the circle one is called connector. These are used to connect one part of flow chart to another. Okay, so this is called our flow chart. So here the chapter number 8, algorithm and flow chart revision, is over. Okay. Okay. Chapter number 9, charts in MS Word. This is our last chapter. What is chart, children? A chart is a tool you can use to communicate data graphically. Means whatever you do in a table, you can present the all data in a graphical way. It is a pictorial representation of the data. Okay. So there are different types of charts available in MS Word. What is that types of the different types of charts? The first one is column chart. What is column chart? Column chart use vertical bar to represent the data. It is showing the vertical bar. Then line. Line chart are ideal for showing the trends. Then pie chart. Pie chart makes too easy to compare a proportion. It is showing the proportion, means percentage. Then bar chart. Bar chart work just like a column chart, but they have used horizontal bar instead of vertical bar. It is same as a column chart. Then area. What is area? Area chart are similar to line chart. Surface. Surface chart allow you to display the data across a 3D landscape. Means here in this chart, it's showing the 3D way, means 3D landscape. So this is our different type of chart. So here chapter number 9 is over now. Okay. Okay children, now we are going to start our revision of question and answers. So the first one is fill in the blanks. First question is fill in the blanks. Here lines basic shapes, blocks, arrow are the option of dash button. Which button? Text buttons, text box, shapes or word art? What is the answer, children? Think. What is the answer? Yes, answer is shapes. Shapes button. Second is dash are used to connect the boxes. What are used to connect the boxes? What is the? See here the option. Connectors, flow lines or processing box. What is the answer, children? Yes, right, connector. Okay. Now, question number 2. Say true or false. Here, first one is you cannot place text in shapes. What is the answer? Is it true or false? Yes, right. Answer is false. You can place the text in shapes. Then second, flow lines are used for writing a process. The answer is false. No. Flow lines are not used for writing a process. Okay. Question number 3. Multiple choice questions. Here, first one is algorithm is always written in dash language. The option like this: binary, machinery and simple. What is the answer? Yes, it's in simple language. Algorithm is always written in a simple language. Second, draw border group. Draw borders group is present on dash tab. Which tab? Layout, design or insert? Yes, answer is design tab. It is present in a design tab. Okay. Okay, question number 4. Answer in word. First one is these features allow to create special text effect. Which features? Word art or character style? Which feature? Yes, answer is word art. Then second one, which key is used to move the cursor in a adjoining cell? Which key? It is shift key or a tab key. What is the answer? Yes, it is a tab key. Okay. Now, question number 5. Give the shortcut keys. First one is to updates the total sum in a table. For that, what is the shortcut key? Is it F2, F9 or F12? Yes, answer is F9. Okay, second, which is the shortcut key for finding option? Option is here. Shift plus F, Control plus F or Alt plus F? Think. Yes, answer is Control plus F. Okay. Okay children, here your revision of semester 2 exam is over now. Okay, and good luck for your exam. Do your best. Okay, thank you, and once again, Sai Ram.